Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Gyan Bhakti. We focus on spirituality, a journey to self realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book, The Art of Positive Thinking, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj and narrated by Swami Nikhilananda. Grieving for things is not worth grieving for. The removal of worry is a great theme in philosophy. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna begins his teachings by saying to Arjuna, Ashocyanan vashochat swam pragyavadanscha bhashase gata soonscha nanu shochanti panditaha. The real Bhagavad Gita starts from this shloka, which is the chapter 2, shloka number 11. Before this, Arjuna is grieving, which means, O Arjuna, you are grieving for things not worth grieving for. Then, towards the end of the teachings in the 18th chapter, Lord Krishna again says, Ma shuchaha, which means do not grieve. If you put the beginning and end together, it reads this way: you are grieving for things not worth grieving for, and in the end, therefore, do not grieve. That is the essence of the Gita, of the profound philosophical teaching. All your worries are based on ignorance. So, develop attachment to God. As you gain faith in the divinity within you, you develop attachment to God. Divine attachment is of a mystical nature and is different from worldly attachment. When you become attached to worldly objects, you are happy at first and full of expectations. But as time passes and attachment becomes more firm and intense, happiness dwindles and disappointment sets in. On the other hand, developing attachment to God may not be so joyous in the beginning because you must adopt many disciplines. But once you glimpse the divine bliss within you, attachment to God grows spontaneously day by day. This is the highest form of attachment, an attachment that is the essence of bhakti yoga, meaning the yoga of devotion. Attachment to objects is based on illusion and leads to ever decreasing happiness and disillusionment. As happiness recedes, you are left in a state of bondage. Attachment to God, on the other hand, is a process of ever increasing joy and must be eagerly cultivated by every serious aspirant. Understand that the world is an expression of a divine plan. What you are, the way you look, the situations in which you are placed, all these have significance for the evolution of your soul. Take advantage of all conditions instead of grumbling about things. Worrying is a waste of time. Even though it seems natural, you should not give in to worry. Instead, develop a strategy to counter this process. Reflect upon the mystery of the divine plan. Every time a worrying thought enters your mind, try to reflect upon the divine plan. Think about everything around you. How do the lilies bloom without worrying? How do the birds fly and find their food? Who takes care of the world's countless creatures? Who took care of you when you were an infant, before your brain was fully developed? Why were you taken care of more tenderly than ever after? Doesn't the same divine hand that sustained you when you were an infant continue to sustain you now? God's sustaining hand is there all the time for all of us. If you reflect upon this, you are bound to develop a relaxed mind and you will be filled with a sense of acceptance, peace, harmony, and joy. Relaxation leads to transcendence. You move forward when your mind is relaxed. The energy of the mind is conserved and not wasted. Moving forward is a process of transcending your limitations, transcending waking, dream, and deep sleep, transcending the physical, astral, and causal planes, transcending the mind, body, senses, intellect, and the ego. The real goal before you is to go beyond all these and realize that you are one with Brahman, the divine self. In the state of self realization, all worries and sorrows cease. Until you attain this, your task must be to keep your mind free of worry and filled with positive thoughts. Keep the thought in your mind that divinity is within you and that you have endless possibilities. Nothing is impossible for you to achieve by divine grace. Achievements do not come from the ego. When you efface the ego, you discover the innate majesty and power of your soul. Then your life becomes truly joyous and free of all sorrow. You are bathed in the light of bliss. Living such a life is the goal before an individual, and as you begin to live in this sublime manner, you begin to radiate peace and harmony towards all around you. Therefore, as you reflect upon these points, try to develop the firm conviction that the worrying habit has to be broken. If you fail to do so, endless miseries will continue. Wherever you place yourself, there will be cause for worry. On the other hand, if you have understood the illusion behind grief and worry and have developed a positive mind, you can be anywhere, even in the most troubled circumstances, and you will find the divine hand guiding you tenderly. Om Tat Sat. We will continue this journey in tomorrow's satsang. Hari Om Tat Sat.